Steven Gerrard's not going anywhere.
I think you're the only ex-Celtic player to say that, John.
Yes, but I don't think
I don't want him to go.
I think he's committed. I think he's got a bit of loyalty about him. I think he's a man of integrity and morals, and I think he'll stay at Rangers and he'll want to retain the title. And then I think then the fans wouldn't be happy, but they would almost then accept. They wouldn't accept him leaving now. They wouldn't accept Steven Gerrard taking the job now from Rangers. What he's started, stopping the 10-0, and how they've gone about it this season, top of the league, as Craig said in the semi-final of a cup, they wouldn't accept it right now. But if he was to go and retain the title and win 2 titles in a row, maybe a League Cup, maybe one other cup, then I think there'd be an acceptance then that the fans might go, you give us everything. You stayed when there was a bit of pressure on you to leave from 1 or 2 clubs, turned absolutely battered the Newcastle job away. I think he'll do the same with Aston Villa. And at the end of this season, if successful, if not successful, I think then he might look to go elsewhere. But that's my opinion. I don't think he'll go anywhere right now.
And if successful, of course, he could be onto a whole new ball game at Rangers.
Well, that's it. Then you suddenly think, well, do you know what? I want to have a go at Champions League. I want to try and take my team into the Champions League to see if we can test ourselves against the best. Yes, it's an impossible task almost, but you think that's where you want to test yourself. That's where you want to be as a manager. And suddenly your CV starts to build of where you've managed, trophies you've won, titles you've won. And managers always believe they can do it. Coaches always think, I can change that. I can make that work. I can get there. Which is the kind of mindset you want. Listen, you have that mindset as a player because he achieved incredible things. So suddenly, why would that change in the managerial role? You said it earlier on, Rob. He came in a couple of weeks ago and said, don't ask stupid questions when he was asked about the link. I mean, how would it look 2 weeks later suddenly if you're going to go and take another job?
Yeah.
So I think John's right. He's decided, certainly from the interview you had after who against Brøndby at home, Rangers was his club. So I would be very, very surprised if he goes. Like I said then, and like I said earlier on, I can see why he's linked. The job he's done at Rangers, how he's manoeuvred things, how he's manipulated things. He's improved them domestically, he's improved them in Europe. He's now on the way back up. And people will say, oh, well, he spent money. But they needed money spent. That's the reason why they're on the way up. They needed money spent. And there's many managers who have had lots of money in football and haven't improved or haven't moved forward. So I think, throwing the money thing is, of course, it's a big part of it. But ultimately, his managerial skills and getting the right players and putting the team together is a big part of it too.
Tell Alexa to launch Go Radio or listen on the Go Radio app.